Airports are louder, lines are longer, and 2025 crowds won't slow down. The risk? Missed connections, misplaced meds, and gate changes that seem designed to trip you up. But here's the insider's secret: airlines and airports won't spell out. Travelers over 60 have leverage, quiet shortcuts, priority pathways, and policy wording that flips the script when you know what to ask for. In the next few minutes, you'll learn exactly how to skip the worst lines, board calmly, guard your health, and even turn delays into upgrades. Fear turns into relief, then confidence. Ready to claim your 10 airport wins this year? Let's start where the stress spikes first: security. Number 1. Skip the worst lines. TSA Reality Plus Assisted Screening. You step into the airport, fluorescent lights, the hum of luggage wheels, that low-level panic as the TSA line snakes into oblivion. Here's the thing most travelers don't know. If you're over 60, you have built-in privileges that airports rarely advertise. The system can actually work for you if you speak its language. Start with the booking stage. Request mobility or wheelchair assistance when you buy your ticket. That single click puts you on a faster track through check-in and security, escorted by trained staff who know the back routes. When you reach TSA, you can also say, "I'd like assisted screening, please." It's your right, no explanation needed. Shoes off and stay on. Laptops can stay inside your bag, and the officer will guide you through calmly instead of rushing you forward. In Phoenix, one viewer who pre-booked assistance was personally escorted past a 30-minute queue and seated at the gate 10 minutes later, stress gone. Always request a private screening area if you have medical devices or prefer privacy. It's faster than arguing at the belt. You've just skipped the worst part. Next, let's talk about boarding without the clock ticking down. Number 2. Skip the worst lines. TSA Reality Plus Assisted Screening. You can feel it the moment you walk in. The air thick with airport stress. The TSA line coils like a restless serpent. People checking watches, shifting bags, tension rising. For many travelers over 60, this is the point where travel stops feeling like freedom and starts feeling like combat. But here's the secret. The system quietly gives you power if you know how to claim it. When booking your flight, click the box for mobility or wheelchair assistance. That single step flags your reservation for escort support at check-in and security. At the checkpoint, say clearly, "I'd like assisted screening, please." It's your right, no justification needed. You'll be guided calmly, shoes can stay on, and laptops often remain in your bag. You're not cutting the line. You're using the line that was designed for you. A viewer from Phoenix did just that. Instead of standing 35 minutes in the main queue, she was quietly escorted through a side lane and seated at her gate, relaxed, hydrated, on time. Ask for a private screening area if you have medical devices or mobility aids. It's calmer, faster, and completely within TSA policy. Number 3. Board early without the scramble. Preboarding that works. Picture this. You're standing at the gate, boarding zone signs flashing, passengers crowding the walkway, and a quiet anxiety building as you wonder, will there still be space for your carry-on? For travelers over 60, this is where chaos turns into calm. If you use the system designed to help you, walk confidently to the gate agent 30 to 40 minutes before boarding and say, "I'll need pre-boarding for mobility or medical reasons." You don't need documentation. Airlines provide this to ensure safety and comfort. This one step gets you early access to the cabin. No rush, no elbows, no overhead bin roulette. Choose an aisle seat within the first 10 rows. It shortens walking distance, gives you faster restroom access, and makes deplaning easier. Avoid bulkhead rows. They look spacious, but have fixed armrests and nowhere to stow your bag. A viewer named Helen learned this the hard way in Dallas. She switched to row 8 aisle, and suddenly boarding became effortless instead of exhausting. If you've booked wheelchair or mobility service, confirm pre-boarding directly with the gate agent. They'll sync it with the crew list. Number 4. Your meds, your rules, smart screening for medication and devices. You're halfway through security when a TSA officer waves you aside. Suddenly, your blood pressure rises, not because of danger, but uncertainty. Will they confiscate your meds? Open your insulin kit? Here's what most travelers over 60 don't know. The TSA allows liquid medication, gel packs, and medical devices in any reasonable quantity. You just need to declare, not disguise. Keep prescriptions in original containers or neatly labeled organizers. Place them in a clear pouch and tell the officer. These are medically necessary items. If you'd rather not expose your personal health gear, add, I prefer a private screening. They'll move you to a side table. No stairs, no rush. In Chicago, one subscriber traveling with an insulin pump requested a visual inspection instead of removing her device. 6 minutes later, she was through. No hassle, no damage. Pack a 48-hour just-in-case kit with essential meds in your personal item. Airlines misplace bags, but your health shouldn't depend on baggage claims. Snap photos of prescriptions and store them in your phone's favorites. If luggage disappears, you can refill on arrival without stress. Number 5. Never lose a bag again. Tagging, tracking, and claim power. It happens in a heartbeat. You reach the carousel, bags roll out, and yours doesn't. That sinking feeling is universal. But here's the insider truth. Lost luggage isn't random. It's predictable, traceable, and, if you're ready, fixable before panic sets in. Start before you even leave home. Slip a bright strap or ribbon onto your bag, something bold enough to spot from 20 feet away. Slide a name card inside and outside your luggage, and drop a Bluetooth tracker, like an AirTag or Tile, between layers of clothing. Snap a quick photo of the bag at check-in. It becomes your proof and description in seconds. Here's the catch. When your bag misses a connection, you're racing a clock. Go straight to the baggage service office before leaving the claim area. Say, I need to file a delayed bag report and request delivery to my residence. Timing matters. The earlier you file, the faster it moves. In Charlotte, Raj, 72, showed the agent his tracker pinging at gate B7. The staff fast-tracked retrieval. His bag arrived at his hotel that evening. Always grab the printed baggage tag receipt. It's your claim number and lifeline if things go sideways. Number 6. Quiet before the cabin. Lounges, day passes, and hidden calm. Airports are designed for movement, not peace. But that doesn't mean calm is off-limits. Imagine escaping the gate chaos, sitting in a soft chair with steady Wi-Fi, a cup of tea, and an agent who can fix flight issues before anyone else. That's not fantasy, it's a lounge, and you don't need elite status to get in. Many airport lounges now sell day passes through airline apps or partner networks like Priority Pass and Lounge Buddy. Even a 2-hour layover feels different when you have real seating, clean restrooms, and quiet air. If you're traveling with mobility support, ask the check-in desk, is there a priority entry or accessible elevator for the lounge? Some terminals have alternate doors the crowds never see. No lounge. Look for terminal quiet zones, family rooms, or even small airport museums. Hidden sanctuaries where announcements fade to background hum. In Seattle, one traveler found a wing lined with art displays and couches, free, empty, peaceful. Search the airport map in your airline's app before you arrive. Many list quiet/assistance areas, but never advertise them publicly. Number 7. Seats that love your joints. Smart maps, smarter requests. Here's where comfort starts. Not midair, but at seat selection. Picture this, a narrow middle seat, armrests digging in, your knees brushing the tray table. Now imagine the opposite, smooth aisle access, legroom to stretch, and a quick exit after landing. That difference isn't luck, it's insider timing. Seat maps change constantly. Aisles and premium rows open as airlines reshuffle bookings. Recheck your airline app the morning of your flight. Refreshed maps often show hidden gems. Skip exit rows if you use mobility aids. Crew must enforce physical requirements there. Instead, aim for aisle seats near the front, usually rows 6 to 12 on narrow-body jets. You'll reduce strain and deplane faster. In Newark, Maria, age 70, quietly told the gate agent, I'm managing joint stiffness. Are there any aisle seats near the front? The agent moved her from row 19 to row 7. No charge. Ask specifically for a movable armrest aisle seat. Many exist, but you'll only get one if you request it. Number 8. Own your connections. Protect time. Request carts. Win rebooks. The connection window. The tightrope walk of travel. One delay, one gate change, and the dominoes fall. But here's the truth. Connections don't have to be chaos. They can be controlled, planned, even leveraged. When booking, always build in breathing space. 90 minutes for domestic, 2 hours for international. Those extra minutes are your insurance policy against delay. But if your itinerary is already tight, Take control before it controls you. Walk up to the gate agent and say, I have a mobility request and a short connection. Could you arrange an electric cart at arrival? That one sentence moves you from reactive to protected. If you sense a delay coming, don't wait for the herd to panic. Use your airline app while still in the air to check change flight options. You can often rebook before your plane even lands. Tom, age 68, flying Denver to Atlanta, saw a 40-minute delay midair. He tapped into the app, switched to a later flight, and strolled through the terminal while everyone else sprinted. Tell the gate agent to protect you on the next flight before boarding. This keeps your backup ticket ready. Your connections are covered. Next, let's turn those same policies into unexpected perks and flexibility wins. Number 9, flexible fares and schedule change advantage. Flip policy into perks. Every seasoned traveler knows this moment. The airline quietly changes your flight time by 20 minutes. Most people sigh and move on, but insiders smile because that tiny adjustment just opened a door to free upgrades and better flights. Here's the play. Book flexible or no-fee change fares whenever possible. They may cost a bit more upfront, but they give you leverage when the airline adjusts schedules. Once you get that email or app alert, your flight time has changed, you re-entitled to request an alternate flight of equal or lesser value at no charge. Say this, since the schedule changed, can I move to the earlier nonstop? Calm, clear, confident. Joan, age 73, was rebooked from a 6 p.m. to a 6:25 p.m. flight. She called customer service, invoked this schedule change rule, and switched to a morning nonstop, arriving in daylight with zero fees. Keep hotels refundable until your flight locks. That flexibility on the ground mirrors your freedom in the air. And if these insights are saving you stress or money, like this video, share it with fellow travelers over 60 and drop your wins or horror stories below. Your tip could save someone's next trip. Number 10, in-flight comfort and health playbook. Small moves, big relief. The seatbelt clicks, engines hum, and within minutes the air dries out faster than a desert breeze. You've crossed into one of the most overlooked danger zones of air travel: dehydration, stiffness, and fatigue. But the fix is simple, and it starts before you even sit down. Sip water before boarding instead of chugging. It primes your body for altitude without sending you to the lavatory every hour. Keep your meds, a light snack, and a refillable bottle in your personal item, not your overhead bag. You want them within reach when turbulence locks the aisle. On a cross-country flight, Anita, 69, felt her legs tightening. Instead of waiting, she asked the crew, "Can I stand for a minute while you collect trash?" They nodded, and that brief stretch erased the ache for the rest of the trip. Cabins are cold and noisy. Add a soft layer and simple earplugs, and you'll land rested instead of wrecked. Before pushback, tell the crew if you need help retrieving your bag later. They plan for it quietly. Feeling stronger already? Good, because next, we're tackling the moment everyone dreads, when the airline cancels your plans midair. You're at the gate, announcement chimes, and a voice crackles. Ladies and gentlemen, your flight has been canceled. Around you, panic spreads like wildfire. But you already know the playbook, because this is where calm travelers win. When disruption strikes, speed is everything. Open your airline app before you even join the line. Check change flight or rebook options. You can often confirm a new flight while everyone else is still groaning. Then, approach the gate or service counter and say, "I'm over 60 and need a protected, same-day confirmed seat on the earliest available flight with an aisle near the front." It's polite, specific, and it works. In Atlanta, a traveler used this exact phrasing after a storm canceled her flight. While others waited 2 hours, she was rebooked, seated near the front, and even arranged an airport card at her destination. Keep a small disruption card in your wallet, flight numbers, frequent flyer info, and these key phrases ready to go. In a crisis, words become your toolkit. So now, you've mastered calm, control, and confidence in the air. You're not just traveling, you're commanding the journey. In our next episode, we dive into 2025's newest airport bans and hidden perks every senior traveler should know before booking.